Welcome back. Today is Money Saving Monday. In just a couple of weeks, the financially motivated and unstoppable forum is heading right here to Hampton Roads, helping people across the community learn and grow in their finances. Joining us now with an inside look at the event is one of the event organizers, Michaela Sale. Thank you for being here today.
Of course, glad to be here.
Okay, so tell us about this event. We're talking about ways in which people can be better with their finances. How do you plan to do that?
For sure. So we are bringing Earn Your Leisure here, Earn Your Leisure podcast, a very prominent podcast across the world, actually, out of Atlanta. But we'll be having a live panel featuring them and talking about financial literacy needs, what's we need in the community, and really creating a space for resources as far as CPAs, financial advisors, wealth management, real estate investors, so everything surrounding financial literacy.
For those who aren't familiar with Earn Your Leisure, tell us a little bit about them. Obviously, they have a podcast.
Yes, so they do have a podcast. They have been having Invest Fest events literally around the globe for the last few years. And they really partake in educating everybody, really, on financial literacy, things that sometimes we think about, sometimes we don't.
You were talking about bringing it here and some of the topics. Why is it so important for us to have these type of opportunities, particularly within the Hampton Roads community, that we can talk about finances, that we can talk about how we're handling our money?
Well, I say we don't know what we don't know, right?
Amen.
If you don't know, you don't know. So we're trying to help by bringing the people that do know and that can educate us and putting the resources that are already in the community in front of them. And FMU basically is that our mission is to serve underserved youth through our 5 pillars, which are education, workforce development, health and wellness, reentry.
And so for people who show up, obviously you're going to have the panel discussion, right? They're going to do that.
Yes.
Is there anything else that they'll be able to participate in if they come?
So we'll have vendors, we'll have the panels, and we'll also have other speakers leading up to the big event.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is going to be on March 8th?
March 8th.
What time and where?
Hampton Convention Center, 12 to 4.
And if people want to be a part of it, how can they go about it?
Reach out to events at frontlineuniv.org.
Okay. So obviously you're a part of getting this group here to Hampton Roads.
Yes.
When people ask you, when it comes to finances, what are some of the most popular questions you feel like people give to you or you've heard that you think they'll be able to answer at this?
Well, I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm also learning myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not basically the best person to ask, but not being afraid to ask those questions that were never given to us. Like, how do I write a will? How do I handle wealth management if my family left me a whole bunch of money? Those are things that are not answered. Yeah. How do I prepare to buy a house? How do I prepare to be an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur? And how do I manage my finances that are coming in through those businesses?
Yeah, and I feel like when it comes to finances, for some reason, it's one of those topics that people don't want to talk about all the time. It's almost as if you feel embarrassed if you don't know. But the reality is we don't know what we don't know.
Exactly. And to your point, it's a tricky conversation. You know, when it comes about finances, nobody wants to say, I don't have money, or nobody wants to say, I don't know how to manage this. When we talk about salaries, I want X amount of money coming in, but I don't know how to manage it. So it is kind of hard, but that's the power and vulnerability, you know. Nobody can help you if you don't know, if you don't ask. All
right, so one more time, tell people when and where they can go and how they can actually get there.
Yes, so the Eventbrite is up. Frontline Millionaires University, financially motivated, unstoppable event is March 8th, 12 to 4 at Hampton Roads Convention Center.
All right, everybody. Hopefully you can be a part of that. If you can't, try to get what you can out of this as well.
Yes.
Michaela, thank you so much for being here. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. We'll be right back.